to generate something abstract. And this is a really interesting example that uses the character RNN. And it says the vector graphic is also some sequence of characters. So actually they use the model generating the Shakespeare's writing to generate this from the Twitter emoji like this. So it's really interesting to see how this color and shape mix together to get something really interesting output. So we look at the character RNN and then the touch RNN, and we finally use the sketch RNN, which actually motivated from the character RNN. And we can see the example here generate the handwriting, the Chinese character, and also the sketch. And the second model we look at is the DC GAN. You can see it here, the generated model. They use a lot of images to generate something like the bedroom, the face, and the album covers, which I like best. So about the data we use for the SVG part, we have Hillary's tiny colleagues and also some paintings in SVG form. And also there are some data set we can use like the emoji, and also there are a lot of sketch. You can see there are different groups. For example, this pizza part, but I don't think it looks delicious. Also, I found a really useful website can turn images into SVG form, like we uploaded an image here. I tried to find some Python program to do that, but I failed. So you can upload some images like black and white and have very clear lines and color and something, and you can download the SVG form of it. And also for the image part, because we need a lot of images, like 10,000 to train. So I think the best way is to write a spider to scan the images from the website. But I use a really easy way to do that. I just Google the keywords and then download this whole web page here, which actually downloads all the images on this page. So for Google image, I think the number up to 500 a time, so you can find all the images in the folder. But you need to change the format by create a batch file. You can just create a notepad and write something like this. You want to change this format into JPG, and then you need to rename it to change the TXT into BAT and run this batch file, and then you can see all the images turning to JPG. And now you can see all the images here, and you can delete the one you don't want. And the next thing we need to do is to crop the image, because if you want to use the DC GAN, you need to make sure that image is in square with the length of side is about 32, 64, or 128. So I run this Python program to do that. Actually, I make the shorter side of this image into multiple of 64, and then I cut it into small piece because I want to do something like to generate the painting of one painter's style, but you can't actually find that much images of an artist. So, but also I do something. You can see these small pieces. I also do something like get all the paintings I download together, from different artists. and cut it into like this. So it's about 7,000 or 8,000 pictures. So after having enough images, you can run the model. This is a screenshot, and the left part is the input. So it did about 600 times, and you can see all my output here. Just go through it very quickly. And then I cut the images again into small pieces so you can see all my output here. I think some of them is really good, but I think it's not that complicated, and I don't like the color here, but it's really good actually. So what I want to do next is to use this TSME to do the data visualization or something, make those similar images together, just like that.